Welcome back to another episode in our History of Nintendo Games series. Today we're diving into one of the most quirky cult classic RPGs to ever hit the Super Nintendo, EarthBound. Known for its offbeat humor, modern-day setting, and unforgettable characters, EarthBound is unlike anything else in the 16-bit era. But did you know this wasn't the first game in the series, or that it bombed in the US before becoming a fan favorite decades later? Let's jump in. EarthBound is actually the second game in the Mother series, created by Japanese writer and director Shigesato Itoi. The first game, Mother, was released in Japan in 1989. It was fully localized for North America under the name EarthBound, but never officially released back then. That version didn't see the light of day until 2015, when it came to the Wii U as EarthBound Beginnings. By the time EarthBound, or Mother 2 in Japan, launched on the Super Famicom in 1994, it had already gone through a famously difficult development. The game was developed by Ape Inc. and HAL Laboratory, with heavy involvement from Nintendo. Yes, the same HAL that gave us Kirby and later helped with Super Smash Bros. Shigesato Itoi wasn't a game dev by trade. He was a famous copywriter and essayist in Japan, and his writing style helped define EarthBound's witty, satirical dialogue. The original development was so rough, the game was almost cancelled. That's when Satoru Iwata, before becoming Nintendo's president, stepped in. He optimized the codebase, saving the project from collapse. Without Iwata, we may have never gotten this game at all. EarthBound flipped the RPG script. While other games like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger focused on medieval or futuristic worlds, EarthBound was unapologetically modern. Shopping malls, arcades, ATMs, and hamburgers instead of potions and swords. The combat used a rolling HP counter, which let players survive lethal hits if they acted quickly. This mechanic was way ahead of its time, almost like a mini-time buffer in the middle of turn-based combat. Another cool tidbit: the game's enemies run away if you're overleveled. A nice quality-of-life touch that's still rare in RPGs today. In Japan, Mother 2 was a success, but in North America, EarthBound launched in 1995 with one of the weirdest ad campaigns ever.
Can 4 average kids save the world from an alien invader? With your help they can in EarthBound for your Super NES. The fate of mankind is being threatened by the evil alien Gygus, but 4 spunky kids with psychic powers accept this incredible challenge and embark on a journey to save the world. 24 megs power this adventurous game as you travel to 12 different locations and select from more than 40 weapons and 80 items to battle your enemies. Battery backup saves your progress in your quest to destroy Gygus. It's EarthBound for your Super NES.
Now get the EarthBound Player's Guide free with your purchase of the Super NES EarthBound Game Pack.
Nintendo leaned into the game's gross-out humor with the tagline, "This game stinks." The box was oversized because it included a full strategy guide, complete with scratch-and-sniff stickers. Despite all that, the game sold poorly in the US, reportedly under 150,000 copies. It wasn't until the 2000s, with emulators and fan communities like Starmen.net, that EarthBound finally got the recognition it deserved. Today, complete in-box copies sell for hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. The Japanese version, Mother 2, is nearly identical in gameplay to EarthBound, but there are a few differences. The fonts and some dialogue were changed in localization, and a few enemy sprites and cultural references were altered or toned down for the Western audience. Also, in Mother 2, the ending includes a brief epilogue with a slightly different feel, adding a touch of melancholy that was softened in the US version. The Mother series didn't end with EarthBound. In 2006, Mother 3 launched exclusively in Japan on the Game Boy Advance. Fans still beg for an official English release to this day, and the fan translation has become legendary. This game follows a new protagonist, Lucas, who you might recognize from Super Smash Bros. The series' legacy lives on in Undertale, Omori, and other indie RPGs heavily inspired by EarthBound's humor and heart. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking around to explore the strange and wonderful world of EarthBound. It's a game that took decades to get the love it deserved, and we're proud to give it a spotlight here on Rare Gameroom Gaming. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow the channel. And drop a comment below. What game should we cover next in our History of Nintendo Games series? Click on one of the videos on your screen to check out more retro gaming history.